Hey, 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 Facebook friends and family. You guys are in for a treat. You guys get ready to see from start to finish just exactly how I get everything orchestrated and going with the call. You get ready, guys. All right. Good day, good day, good day. Just want to welcome you guys here on to the inspirational and the motivational coffee shop call. Guys, this is Shawn Robinson, the voice, here with the Inspire Network, guys, and we are super, super excited. You're talking about a phenomenal series, guys, of information that was shared just on last week, closing out that mindset of the prospect. Tanya Bain has been encouraged by it. Dorothy has been encouraged by it. We have so many individuals like Lynn Clayton as well, Earl Nobles, Esther Haynes. So many people are now have a very, very vivid and clear understanding of just exactly what it means to understand the mindset of the prospect. And of course, Emilio Davis, we want to welcome you as well here on to the call, guys. We are in for a treat, but as the last several weeks, what I've been able to do is just for the early birds, allowing individuals to jump onto the call at the top of the hour, and I just drop some nuggets, guys. It has nothing to do with anything else less than the fact that I know that individuals and leaders are jumping onto the call, and I'm just going to give you guys some of the mindset philosophies and things that I go by in regards to particular topics. Now, today is interesting, and it was actually encouraged and inspired by a post. I did a review of Mr. Damon Coleman's phenomenal institutional training call about the art of the launch. And I did a Facebook Live, and somebody, Patricia Davis, said, Shawn The Voice, can you explain why the edification process? What is that edification process? I said, you know what? That would be a great one just for me to share on to the top of the hour here with the inspirational and the motivational coffee shop call. Now, keep in mind, this particular call does go on each and every Friday morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mr. Damon Crump has had this call in place, guys. July will mark 11 years, and we are excited about that. So we want to make sure that you guys know that you are in the right place at the right time. I will be getting started with some announcements roughly about 8:15. But what I wanted to share with you guys is, and I'm going to speak basically for Shawn Robinson, the voice. That edification process is a very, very intimate process for me for several reasons. One, when you are using, especially let's say in a three-way call concept, the edification process needs to be, first of all, genuine. You never have to lie. You can use the facts. Along with that, it's a great way to take the attention off of yourself with your prospect. But by the same token, Kiana Scott, it also allows individuals to appreciate the person that have really, really carved out time in their busy schedule to actually share with them, even entertain one or two questions, or if they're getting ready to do something outstanding, like be onto a platform where they're speaking to the public. You want to remind people just at that time exactly who they are in front of. And for me, it's very, very strategic. And just so you guys know, the edification process for me, if you listen to the calls that I do 7 calls, 7 days a week. I have the vision casting call. Along with that, organizing, making sure I'm doing the edification for our institutional training call, doing the edification for our corporate update call. And it's a great, great pleasure. But I want you to understand and see the difference with each particular one. So, for example, when I'm doing the edification for Mr. DeMond Coleman, for Mr. DeMond Coleman, I always edify me because it's a great platform and title that he has alone. Being the global director of sales, you want to let them know you have somebody that is that caliber of a person that they may be able to relate to in their workplace. Very important that you mention that title. Very important to mention that he's a relationship specialist in regards to he takes so much pride into making sure that he gives you his undivided attention from his mindset, wanting to remember your name, wanting to remember the last time you interacted. I mean, this guy is so great, he will go as far as trying to capture and remember your phone number, the city and state you're from. That's not too often that you have that from somebody of that caliber. I always highlight that. We also learned on the call as well that this young man was able to reach 7 figures as well after 3 years of being in the industry. Those are some great bullet points to have in your archives when you're edifying. Now with Mr. Spencer Iverson, when I'm edifying Mr. Spencer Iverson, if you guys are understanding this or, getting some nuggets out of this, drop some hearts, put some thumbs up, thank you for the good mornings. And with Mr. Iverson, I like to kind of get right to it. I don't want to feel like I'm giving a memoir. I don't want to give an extended concept of it for several reasons. One is I want people to realize this person you get ready to hear from is our CEO. Along with that, I always brag about the personal, intimate aspect that Mr. Iverson brings to the table and that he gives you everything legally possible on a public platform. That's unheard of. It's unheard of, guys. And in this industry, they may do it quarterly. But I always highlight that and edify that. Obviously, super, super successful, guys. And you want to make sure that you use these nuggets in regards to and I'm going to show you how you do it, even when you're doing edification for your teammates. It doesn't matter, upline or downline, sideline. It does not matter. When you have teammates, you can still edify and allow that communication to be more beneficial to you. Okay, so Gloria Johnson, we appreciate you as well for liking the video. Then, of course, I always get that opportunity to edify. I don't want anyone to ever edify Mr. DeMond Crump more than I can. And you guys have to take that same type of stance. When you have your upline leadership, Diana Townsend, your upline leadership, Derek Brown, your upline leadership of Jock T. Marsh, your uptime leadership, Latiji Stanton, Angela Arnold, Jackie Hollywood Mims. If those are your upline leaders, you don't ever want anybody to be able to edify them better than you can. You need to take that own individual challenge internally on your own. So, for example, Dr. Janine Ridgway. The edification process is phenomenal. I'm going to use her because she was the most recent to just pop up on the timeline here. Guys, I'm getting ready to bring here on to the call. This young lady is a proud parent. She's a phenomenal leader in her particular marketplace. She also, I forget the way she labeled this, guys, but she's a parent of a pet. She also is just so engaged with the information. She has 100% of the facts, and she loves having fun, and she's positioned to make a lot of money here with the Inspired Network as well. So at this time, I would like to introduce to you, Facebook friends and family, Dr. Janine Ridgway. So it's not that you have to be extensive with it. However, you have to be strategic. I see Miss Tanya Bain on here. Guys, I want to, first of all, let you know that this young lady spares no expense to make sure that she has all the educational tools to perform what she needs to do on a daily basis. She's traveled to Puerto Rico most recently to launch some individuals and even help the company continue to cast the vision of where we're going. She is a host of a TV show right in her local marketplace on a public platform here with Comcast TV. She also has a heart of gold. She's the type of person that would love to entertain you after doing an event from the spirit of her heart. At this time, please let me allow and present to you Miss Tanya Bain. In other words, you're edifying everything that you can do from what they know, their knowledge, their personal standpoint. And Mr. Derek Brown does an outstanding training on this as well. You want to highlight those three things. Their knowledge, 100% of the facts. They love having fun, and they're positioned to make a lot of money. When you cover and talk on those particular topics, it's a win-win-win, guys. It's very hard for an individual to not perk their ears up when they get ready to get that communication going from that particular person. So again, we're talking about the edification process. Why do we do it? First of all, you do it to take everything off of you, because sometimes when you're prospecting or interacting, you don't even have to be prospecting. You can just be interacting. Just by you interacting with someone, you can now take it off of you and place that on someone else. When you do that, they don't no longer have to look at the type of car you drive. They no longer have to look at if your bills are paid or not. They no longer have to look at if you asked to borrow $20 2 or 3 months ago and never gave it back to them. It takes it off of you, and it allows them to also know that your spectrum of network marketing, your spectrum of outreach, your spectrum of your vision is larger than what they may have already heard of. Okay? The other thing is that you want to make sure you do this as well, because as people position themselves for when those leaders are coming into your marketplace, when you tell them you're going out to a retreat, when you tell them you're going to do something, when they see that photo of you with that person, you want them to say, hey, is that the guy that you told me hit 7 figures in 3 years? You know, I know I'm waiting for 40 years to definitely not hit that. You know, is that the young lady you said went all the way to Puerto Rico? Hold on, is that the doctor that explained and broke down everything with that? Was that Dr. Malloy that you took a picture with? Wow. That's what you want to create, that energy. You want to create that ambiance. It's not a concept of, you know, somebody's better than anyone, but you need to make sure you do that. You know, Mr. Kelvin, this young man is a proud husband. He's positioned to make a ton of money. He has 100% of the facts. What I enjoy most about Mr. Kelvin is his commitment. I love his quotes. He's a person that believes in affirmations and speaks them, and he just enjoys being a husband to his wife. At this time, let me present to you none other than Mr. New York, New York. They said it was so great they had to name it twice. These are the type of things that Kelvin says. Let me bring onto the line Mr. Kelvin. You see that, guys? You're letting them know that, hey, you know what? This guy's pretty cool. I can relate to him. This is amazing. Let me give him my undivided attention. Maybe I won't rush him off the phone. I better listen to what they need to say. You just want to get over that hurdle of individuals not being receptive to the information that you know that they need. And guess what? It works all ways. You may be on the other end, the recipient of that. So now they need to edify you on the next communication. It's all about the edification process to take all the energy and focus off of you and allow it to be on that expert in that particular area or at that time. So again, I just want to make sure that this information has been useful. If you guys have taken a look on social media, give me some hearts and thumbs up as I get ready to bring this. I'm going to probably take the Facebook down just so I can prepare. But guys, I do want to make sure that you guys understand that this is our inspirational and motivational coffee shop call here, guys. We are on track, guys, to start a new series. We finished up last week with the mindset, guys. In that mindset series, we left off with the poverty mindset. That particular rebroadcast call has been re-listened to almost 3,000 times. It lets me know several things. For one, it lets me know that you guys are really, really interested into our own individual growth spurts, guys. And Mr. DeMond Crump, this young man, I'm telling you guys, you don't have to like him, but you sure enough have to love him, because he does everything he can to give you a transparency of information that you can walk away from this communication better than what you have came. I mean, it's an outstanding job that he does each and every Friday morning by dialing in to 641-552-9090. And we want to encourage you guys, this particular communication has nothing to do with solely the Inspire Network. It has nothing to do with solely direct sales and our network marketing. We want to encourage you guys, put up a Facebook post. You've been posting your food all year. Enough of your food posts, even though I like the food too. Lets me know where to go eat at. But please, guys, encourage yourself to just self-develop somebody, guys. Take that time and self-develop by dialing in to the inspirational and motivational coffee shop call. Once again, guys, this is Shawn Robinson, the voice, here with the Inspire Network, and I'm just excited, guys. I'm excited for several reasons. One is because we are positioned to continuously do some growing, guys. We're still excited about the results of World Menstrual Hygiene Day. What a phenomenal accomplishment. Think about this, guys. We got together as a company. It's unheard of, guys. Got together as a company, and throughout the world, we put on just a series of events with the World Menstrual Hygiene Day. To this day, we're still breaking consultants. We're still breaking people getting a first purchase. We're still breaking people, finally getting people to stop asking, what is it that you do again? And they now know that you are a distributor and or representative here, an awareness ambassador for the Inspire Network. And yes, you do have product for sale. Our flagship product is our premium sanitary napkin, but we just want to make sure that we encourage you guys to keep going. So many events and focus groups going on all throughout the country, guys. And I just get excited about everything going on. And if you give me one moment, I'm going to go right back here onto the call as we position ourselves for some announcements. So make sure that you guys stay tuned in and invite someone that you love and or care about so they can be encouraged as well. Welcome to the call, leaders. Welcome to the call. Okay, guys. So you guys are seeing this Facebook Live. Maybe I'll keep this rolling for a few minutes. So as you can see, obviously you guys are watching me from one phone, one mobile device. I have a second mobile device. Now I'm going to use another line to dial in so we can get everybody connected. And I also have an interface as well that I'm looking at, and get that all set up. So it's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. A lot of people don't know it and or realize it. So now you're going to hear me go live. Okay, so now I'm going to go back live onto the air. All right, once again, we just want to welcome you guys here onto the inspirational and motivational coffee shop call. Guys, this is Shawn Robinson, the voice, here with the Inspire Network, guys. And I want to thank those early birds that jumped on here to the call. If you don't know what's taking place, Tamika Rush knows what's going on. David Rush knows what's going on. Emilio Davis knows what's going on. Earl Nichols knows what's going on. Tanya Bain knows what's going on. Esther Haynes knows what's going on. Dr. Janine Ridgway knows what's going on. Fred Barkley knows what's going on, guys. What we're doing at the top of that hour with Patricia Davis and so many other individuals that are actually tapping in, taking advantage of some of these early bird nuggets, guys. You have to get excited about what's taking place here, not only with the Inspire Network, but just from the standpoint of a leadership standpoint. There's so many people post our World Menstrual Hygiene Day, guys, that have just been doing some outstanding things. We see people that were just timid in the past and not willing to get into the forefront. But not only that, guys, you have individuals that are now hosting events. They're now greeting people at the door. They're now interested into when is the very next time that they can position themselves to actually do something else in that speaking format, guys. So we just want to thank you guys so much. So much going on. I'm getting ready to dive into the announcements, but I already have about 42 people that already committed to being here on to the inspirational and motivational coffee shop call. Just want to welcome you guys here for dialing in to 641-552-9090. And again, guys, we don't take it lightly that you guys actually choose to actually be here on to this particular communication. We're not naive as well. We surely know that there are other individuals that have motivational and or inspirational calls going on. We know that, and we're not taking it lightly that you guys choose to dial in here with us. So again, we just want to welcome you guys here onto the call. Have a few announcements. We also want to encourage you, for those that do not have your own website yet. We know that people dial into this communication over the last 11 years from other companies. And you say, well, Shawn, why would somebody dial in to this particular call bridge and they're not in the company? Well, it's because Mr. Demond Crump has a spirit that touches you. You know, when you have a person that just speaks things into existence, you know, like, you know, he just, the way he operates, and he gives you the dialogue on what to say. It's not like we don't know what to say. It's not like we don't have our own belief. But with Mr. Demond Crump, he just has a unique way of tying in all together concepts, philosophies, and then he has this thing that he does called validating it. And when it's validated, guys, you can take this information back to the water cooler with you. You can resolve some issues in the workplace. You know, people say, how are you so happy, man? You know, they telling us we got pink slip. The job is closing. Well, you want to be able to share some of the nuggets that are revealed here onto the inspirational and motivational coffee shop call. And guys, we have a few announcements. I just want to make sure that everybody is fully aware of just exactly what's going on with our leadership. We also have Mr. Damon Coleman, our Global Director of Sales. This young man is going to be on tomorrow, Saturday, June the 9th, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Ebenezer Baptist Church, located at 204 Cotton Street in Vienna, Georgia, with a zip code of 31092. You want to make sure that you continue to position yourself. If you have individuals in that particular marketplace, go on to your inspirenetwork.com website, and you can find yourself positioned to see the exact details of that particular event. I do know it will be hosted by the phenomenal consultant and now we know ambassador, Nina McClendon. We want to thank you as well for your leadership and continuously getting the job done. And people are always asking me, Shawn Robinson, The Voice, where is Mr. Crump going to be? I've been hearing so much about him. How do I get in front of Mr. Demond Crump himself? Well, guys, on tomorrow, Mr. Crump will be in New Orleans, guys, as well, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for this phenomenal Real Men Conference, guys. I mean, they're doing things. I mean, no holds barred. They're claiming extreme victory, guys. It's going to be at the Treme Market Branch, located at 800 North Claiborne Avenue in New Orleans, Louisiana, with a zip code of 70116. And again, that is none other than your Director of Training and Field Development, Mr. Demond Crump. You want to make sure that you position yourself to get in front of these leaders when they are coming to a city, state, and or country near you. And of course, big congratulations to everyone who crossed that finish line, consultants and above, a serious increase in the aboves, guys. People were not taking this lightly for not only qualifying for the phenomenal leadership retreat. It's just exciting to know that people have revisited their belief in themselves and used the Inspired Network as a vehicle to prove it. So we want to thank you guys for that. Make sure that you are following the instructions as well. If you're coming to that leadership retreat, we want to make sure that you're sending that email in. We want to make sure that you're sending the headshots for those that are star and above as well. Make sure that you're paying attention to all of the communications that are taking place here with the Inspired Network. Now, let me give you guys a breakdown, because we had a serious increase of individuals that have partnered up with us here with the Inspired Network. And we also want to thank the League of Legends, Derek Brown, and so many leaders over there, guys, just sharing that platform of continuously putting information out there. Miss Brandy Pulley, one of the promoters of the week, each and every week, actually. We want to thank her for all that she does as well. And so many others, guys. Latifa Ali, thank you as well, promoters of the week. Always getting their job done and sharing and casting the information. But for those that are new, each and every Friday we're here on to the inspirational and motivational coffee shop call, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But at 10 a.m. on Saturday mornings is our Women of Inspire call. Make sure that you are dialed in each and every Saturday morning for the Women of Inspire call, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, by dialing in to the same number you dialed in on. We also want to encourage you as well on each and every Monday night to dial in to our institutional training call. That institutional training call goes on at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's a great way. You want to get all your new people on to that particular communication where Mr. Damon Coleman, our Global Director of Sales, does a great job of delegating that platform to not only be heard and listened to by the best in Inspire Network, but the best in all of direct sales and network marketing. But of course, we don't want to forget about Mr. Spencer Iverson's spiritual and motivational communication. That's each and every Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, just make sure you're connected to everything All Inspire. Each and every Wednesday night is our corporate update call. This past Wednesday was a great communication as Mr. Damon Crump stepped in on that corporate update call and shares a whole list of successors that has also crossed that threshold of consultant and above, and it was more and above, guys. So we salute you guys for dialing in each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for that call. Then each and every Thursday night is our all Spanish Latin training communication. Mr. Joel Medina, our COO, did an outstanding job just on this last Thursday, sharing that information and providing that all Spanish training platform. So again, guys, we just want to welcome you guys here on to the inspirational and motivational coffee shop call. And at this time, before we get started, I want to also encourage you guys to continue to invite, guys. You have so many people that need to hear this exactly the thought process here with Mr. Damon Crump here, guys. So make sure that you continue to invite, guys. Welcome to the call. I'm going to do a quick roll call because I see a lot of people tuning in. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here so everybody can get onto the call. Mwah! Love you guys. Remember, it's okay to edify. Soon, somebody's going to be edifying you. Hi, B-E. Check the dimple.